such a mystery, and everything about her is a picture perfect symmetry. As if I'm staring at the core beneath my imagery, I start to feel a rush, the energy's like an epiphany. I see her moving through the people with such elegance and poise, never speaking, so hard to even tell if she is tangible. She's like a ghost to me, the way she floats and lures me to the back. I'm impressionable and taking notes. I spend a few minutes and try to catch a breath before I make my move, and I just can't believe what happened next. I chase her to the corners of temptation and the shadows of an unfamiliar place, but I embrace it. There ain't a trace of her and no alternate exit, but I had to leave it be for now. So I accepted it and hobbled home, waited for the day that we would cross again. Cause honestly, she left a mark and it ain't softening. You look like cyanide to me, and you feel like Novocaine, but I don't even know your name. I feel a surge inside of me, cause I know you're not the same, but I don't even know your name. I'm walking down the street, see the faces I see every day. They're looking for some answers and I'm one of them in every way. I think about her with the hopes that I can manifest another chance to catch up with her, though that hasn't happened yet. I stagger as I broke the shoulder of a stranger, and as I go to apologize, I never thought I'd face her, but I did. She smiled as she said to keep my head up, almost as if she had set up everything and how we'd met up. I couldn't help but laugh and offered her a hand in greet. Told her that my name was David G, she shook it affably. Her name was Jane and her touch had sent a chill to my brain, and all that I could think was something wasn't real. I shook it off and I requested that we meet again for dinner and some conversation. Everything had seemed to blend. She wrote her address and said to pick her up at 8. Walked away and left me there to ponder on this coupled fate. You look like cyanide to me, and you feel like Novocaine, but I don't even know your name. I feel a surge inside of me, cause I know you're not the same, but I don't even know your name. A vibe inside of me was telling me to keep my wits. It wasn't as it seemed, but I was struck with eagerness. Minutes ticking like my eye was on the hourglass, after one another, growing nervous as the hours passed. Started dressing, I wanted to look sharp for this. I suited up, looked at the address, didn't know how far it is. Hit the road, but yo, the closer that I got, the more my stomach tightened up. I rolled up on her block, stepped up to the door, was knocking, and to my surprise, someone else had answered it, and she had tears inside her eyes. I tried to be calm as I said it straight. I told her I was meeting Jane, and fear had struck her face. She looked at me and asked me if this was a sick joke. She told me that her daughter Jane was not in this home. Went on explaining and she left me numb as Novocaine. Jane apparently had hung herself a year ago that day. Maybe all she ever needed was some company. Maybe that was all it took to set her free. Maybe all she ever needed was somebody just to notice her for all that she could be. Maybe all she ever needed was some company. Maybe that was all it took to set her free. Maybe all she ever needed was somebody just to notice her for all that she could be.